Welcome to Nevermind the Furthermore. Wait a minute. This music isn't right. The scene isn't right. Hang on. That's more like it. And now it's time for the show for all creatives. Nevermind the Furthermore. Your source for conversation, inspiration, and fun. With your host, Nicholas Anthony Tockert. He's an artist, a writer, a swordsman, and a game designer. He knows how to use the sword and axe in historical battles without anybody getting hurt too much. He's also the Manatee Man, master of marketing. And he may even have a guest or two. One thing, though, to be certain. Just don't call him a cryptid. With that, it's about time for the show. So sit back, enjoy, and have some coffee and chat with us.
Good morning, Nevermind. Most Mr. Nicholas Anthony Tockert coming at you over the airways on WNTF. Nevermind the Furthermore. Nevermind the Furthermore is brought to you with the love and support of our good friends over at the Independent Creator Directory. That's indiecd.org. The best and the brightest authors, artists, and musicians. Possible by sales. Sword, the fighting axe, and the simple spear. All part of my ongoing series of Western martial arts manuals designed to help you handle the sword to teaching the art to others. The Big Stompy Robots line of books and games. And of course, Haints and Hellfire, a dark secret lives and is hunting an innocent child at the edge of the Appalachian Mountains. Only his aunt, a plucky reporter, her cameraman, and a very against the forces of darkness. Hello, and good morning, everyone. Before we get into the more joyous aspects of the day, I do need to pass on a bit of rather tragic news from the celebrity sphere. The gentleman who played Buck Rogers, he passed today. And Gil's the kind of guy that inspired a very young Nick by being the definition. So it's funny because Gil Gerard and everything I ever saw him was almost as close to a real world Captain America as anybody could be. He was kind. He was truthful. He was the kind that I never heard any, scandals. And finding that out last night kind of hit like a brick for me. Of course, what they did to Aaron Gray's character in the second season completely watered her down. And I found that a bit tragic. But That was after the first season. But I will never understand why, in the annals of kind of roguish, just good guy, space heroes, we don't hear more about Gil Gerard's Buck Rogers. And a little sedate. But I hope that this generation and the ones to come will have genuine good guys who, they get typecast as the hero, and maybe it seems hokey, but they play good guys and let you believe in good guys. And I'm having trouble really finding. I'm wondering if he wasn't the last real non-anti-hero, non-dark and shady. Well, he had every right to be. My gosh, the beginning of it's gut-wrenching, but genuine good. I just want. So, I hope to Captain Roger somewhere in our journey through time and space. Till then, I hope we're all having a as good a day as possible. Now, I am not one to dwell on the things that affect me negatively. This is how I, keep calm and carry on, so to speak. But, and that's certainly not the kind of man he was, so that's not the kind of person I want to be. We don't things more than necessary. Feel, release, keep trucking, because that's what people need. And right now, a lot of people are scared and hurting and such. So we need to try to not be seeing really. In Star Wars terms, it's really feeling Empire Strikes Back for us more historically minded individuals. And that's okay. But just like the Uncle Iroh clause kicks in, sometimes you got to be that person if you can't find them. So we're going to be that today. We're going to get in. We're going to do some art. We're going to have a good time. My accountability, aside from that bit of news, a large part of the day was consumed in other unpleasantness. Yesterday, all in all, was not a good day on the Nick front, and it could have been much, much, much worse. But I still, after I got through everything I dealt with, and as I occasionally say, not everything I say and do, is really detailed for the internet's consumption. No disrespect, but even boundaries. You have to keep healthy boundaries, folks. But after all that, I had the opportunity to be up very late last night, largely because I was sore, and in no small upset because I was upset about several it meant I got to, I made a choice. I was sitting there and I'd been gaming, venting a little bit on some bot, uh, Halo because I was having net issues. So local bots just popping my way through, trying to figure out where my skill level was sitting so I can tweak. And I realized, okay, had enough uh, progressive. We've hit the end of the year. And I know there are several things I need to go to YouTube University for. And they've been swirling around. I talk about them, but I wasn't organized. And one thing I believe, and indeed the thing that you get out of in my opinion, is the ability to to properly learn. You have to unlearn a lot of the garbage that the American public school system feeds you, and you have to then learn how to actually learn how to works for you. Because if you learn a subject, you know that subject. But if you learn how to learn, if you look into how to think, metacognition, thinking about thinking, you then can learn anything given time and reasonable resources. Because you have systems of ingesting information and you have discernment to go, this is what I need, this is what I don't, this is a waste of time, this is wonderful. So I spent some time organizing myself the start of a syllabus of the list of skills that I know I need to learn and master in the next year or so. And I'm starting right away. I will be focusing heavily on one of my greatest weaknesses, that being formatting. So I had planned, I was saving up to get Affinity, actually Affinity 2, version 2. And a month ago, Affinity was bought out by the company that owns Canva. And it is now released for free, but you have to do all these logins through Canva. And frankly, I'd been avoiding it. I'd been avoiding Canva and I'd been avoiding that version of Affinity. But they've conveniently put the vast majority of the AI tools that I'm uncomfortable with on the other side of the paywall. And if I don't need to pay a paywall to get it better tools to do what I need to do, which is format, image, and graph heavy documents, hey now, you're a rock star. Get your game on. Let's play. Anyway, so I organized that I need to do that. I need to go to YouTube University for my 3D printers, a few other options because it is needed. And as it is needed, I'm going to be pursuing that. Winter's a great time for this sort of thing. So I spent, I almost said dark noon, midnight to about 3, organizing and then watching videos on Affinity and taking notes and tinkering with it while it downloaded. I still have to do the install, but I wasn't going to rush my computer to do anything that I'd have to check up on in the morning before a art stream. So I pursued that. And that's what I was doing last night. Sometimes you have to crack in and do the behind the scenes work to get the progress on the things people see. And if I can get over the formatting hump, which has really been one of my boogeymen / white whales, I think I'll be able to greatly improve the visual quality of a lot of my projects, and hopefully with that, the speed. Um, I will be having a before project in that I have to do some rather interesting uh, image editing and Word document editing type things for a project for tomorrow, which is going to be the final game night of the year for me at the Benton County Public Library. So I'm quite busy. And that's probably for the best. This year, as I find myself looking back, I realize that some of the weights I have to carry got too heavy for me in many ways. And the only way it's going to get better is to address that from different angles. The definition of insanity being you do the same thing the same way and expect different results. So that's what I'm going to be working on. There'll be some change ups, none of it bad, and most of it you'll never see. But that's the great joy of being educated and creative. I have the means to greatly alter my perspective when given new facts or changes in situation. So that's what I'm going to be working toward. But I know that's not my usual hyper bouncy self. I'll be honest. I am a little low on that kind of energy right now. I'll get my art on. I'll feel better. I still have a major art project I have to do. That part of it will be done in just a few minutes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run an ad, get into your comments a bit, and then I will hop over and do art for a while, if that pleases the court. And if it doesn't, too bad. That's my plan. So with that, let me just zap this. Okay. Apparently, I randomly generated a fairly interesting title that may become a new project. I may take a hand at a light novel in 2026. But before any of that can happen, I have to run you through this lovely ad. Alrighty then, let's go through the comments real quick and then we'll get to art time because my feed got a little strange. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Carl. And good morning, Trelana. Hey, Trey. Hey, Trey. And Witzman do. And we got greetings for each other and smooches for Donna. And That thumbnail reminds me of a movie where Santa defeats the bad guys. Can't remember the name of Die Hard. Nice. Shoot. It came out either last year or the year before. I know the one you're talking about because I kind of want to see it. Shoot. Well, out later because that's on my list. So Donna's friend's sister brings our cats catnip-filled cigars. Well, that's nice. Today, stripped the cigar off the desk and took off with it. Luckily, I caught him before he got out of the room. It's not even cloth covered, dude. Ruffle. Indeed, silly cat. Lamau, there's catnip in here. I know it. Maybe they like the tobacco, too. You never know. Ha-ha. Hey, Foxy. Greetings for Foxy. Greetings for Foxy. It's up to 36 degrees. Yep. Same. And that's nice. Hopefully some of the gunk will melt off. With our usual luck, we'll have snow. It will be miserable. Right around Christmas, it'll all melt off, and then it'll come back after, because that's been our run. Morning. Good morning, Dawn. That's, of course, Dawn Dulas, the mistress mind behind The Adventures of Buddy, as revealed. Pausing for the squee. That's still one of my favorite pictures I've done in the last. And greetings for Dawn, silly strip. No, hold on. Silly strip. That could be taken out of context and has absolutely nothing to do with the clown that did the clock stretch. I don't know why my brain connected those things. Anyway, hey, Dawn. And good morning, y'all. Good morning, Angelina. How are you, my dear? Who plans on going on? And remind me which state that's in. I'm not sure. Hey, Angelina. Oh, good morning. Hey, Trelena. Google says Chattanooga. And hey, well, Eastridge, pretty close. Okay. Remember the name right. There's one in March near you guys. Maybe Indiana? I think that's it. Let's see. I always get them flipped. I believe March is IndieCD.com. Now, please understand, it is a tiny event. We are trying to get numbers. Keep banging at it till we get the numbers we deserve. But so far, everybody's broken even. Hey, Donna. And ADCD Con. That's it. I thought it was a Fowler. Hey, we go to both. Fowler, Indiana. Fowler. I think I'm going. That'd be wonderful. It's only a one-day con, but we do have plenty of time for chatting. That would be amazing, Botrix. And Don, hey, headphones off. How many days is StompCon? And what's the theme? Okay. Both Indie CDCon and StompCon are single-day events. I am sorry for that. In part because we realized it was actually cheaper overall for us to hold a local convention than drive out to a convention and get a hotel and everything. So it is free to attend. And that one is independent games. But it's very similar to IndieCD.com because we're still getting more designers to come out and give it a try. Thanks, Donna. Just one, and that's a game con. IndieCD.com is a one day, and it's an author and creatives con. Don't forget to like and share, folks. And to ask Carl for more information on fights. Book. Audio choppy for everyone else. Let's see. Safe for headphones. Yep. Okay. If it's not just me, I won't worry about it. I'm sorry. I'm getting no notices, so I have no idea what I would do about an audio issue. Let me yeah, that should be the and hey presto, the pineapple does not originate. Pineapple originates between in the region between Brazil and not just blow your mind. You have interest in tropical fruits, presto. And yee emote. And Botrix is reminding you that you can find other great creators at indiecd.org. Are we being quiet or is my YouTube? I was checking the multitudes email. Hey, I'm okay. Never trust technology. Me neither. It seems the choppy has passed. Well, I'm very glad to hear that. Audio is better for me now, at least. My shoulders sure are achy this morning. Helped mother-in-law make candy yesterday, so much stirring. I understand. See it P tonight? Well, will there be a creatives at play? Let's find out. Audio is fine. I was because art time. Since Chris isn't here, time lapse. Make homemade bug hunks. But it worked. Tastes okay, but man, was it labor intensive. My babies and bug hunks. Heard the squee in my head. Stupid fingers. Okay. I think it was something. It's okay for a while, now it's choppy again. Fall StompCon. Oh, well then, yes, by all means, we will get you the information, Angelina. Everyone here except Foxy will be there. Plus, possibly Grim, Churro, and Max. Indeed. Grim should be there. Churro and Max may always have, there's always the potential of parental interference, but yeah, my chances of making it are slim. Who knows? Maybe you'll win the lottery. Happy hump day to all. A really good middle of your week. There's Chris. Time lapse. Yep. Alrighty. We are caught. Quick ad while I switch everything around to make life easier on everyone. You know what? Let's run. Let's run Foxy's ad. Foxy's.
Hi, I'm Auntie Foxy, and I'm a crafting addict. I make custom jewelry from recycled materials, and Foxy has wares if you have coin. You can find me at indcd.org/about-auntie-foxy. I hope to see you there.
All right, we're going to add this to the stage. Drop me down to my little corner and put that away so I can stay on top of things. The music that you'll be hearing is featuring Dan Hollifield. And I feel like starting with Nature Walk because that seems to fit the first video bit of art I usually do. Anyway, let's crack on. Going to open up. We're going to get our airbrush going. We are still on Studio Paint. If people want me to try operating in a different art program, but right now I'm kind of happy here. Paid a good amount of money to be here. Alrighty, now we are going to need that's almost a little too dark. We'll see. We'll see. I'm in a mood, so we're just going to go with this. Because I need a nice, flat, dark image. Now, I do not know how long today's episode will go, but I do apologize for any audio problems that you guys are enduring. I literally have nothing beyond my ability, caught it with the offhand, to do anything about it, so do a bit of this. Kind of a bleak dark, but that's okay. And then we're gonna come in and we're going to get our thick oil paint. And we're just going to do, oh, that's a little excessive. Oh, yeah. Put across. Because it's been a while since I've done a waterscape. And we're just going to start sort of heaving the into a very broad chunk. I follow a streamer, YouTuber kind of fella by the name of his name is Josh the Brit. He also sometimes comes up on The Accent Guy, and he talks about Americans and what they deal with. And he was confused by what the great, and it just made me think. It's been a while. So, with what looks like a calm base. Don't worry, it won't stay this way long. I hear Xander thumping around, so we yes, the sharks in their sleep. Well, they have to deal with the Yeti migration south, and it really is quite problematic. Especially this time of year with the winter wolves and the pack running about looking to devour anyone silly enough to be caught outside. As we blast our way towards winter solstice. So we have, let's back a little bit. I don't want to lose perspective for a moment. There we go. Now, the thing about water is it has a lot more than most people want to realize. And I am rusty. It's been a while since I've done a good wavy piece. So we're going to just cut this in. And I may cheat and come back and do some mid-layer shenanigans. I'm not sure. But we're going to see. Trying to figure out which green one. And I hope my stomach rolling is not coming up on camera. What sounds like a demonic growl, that's just my stomach. It's been upset for the last 2 days. And I really didn't get to eat my breakfast till nearly 2, 3 yesterday due to the way the day was going. So I'm having a little bit of continued indigestion, and I ate stuff I really shouldn't have. But lately I've been absolutely jonesing for meat. Just like I really need that protein sometimes. Which I have a couple natural deficiencies. Wrong tool. That's what's going on. I need the fingertip, not the blend. There we go. Just gonna pull this down in a kind of arcing motion like so, and then we'll blend it across. We'll pull it down and we'll blend it across. And wherever it's bright, get that kind of slight, and we can just blend it along. Get a little wiggle action when you get a nice wave like that. And we start to get our waves. Isn't that nice? Not bad Chinese food or Mexican food. It's just a bug. I didn't help it because I did have a rather delightful chili dog or chili from the Good Table, which delivered on a day we weren't doing very well anyway. There we go. Just starting to get. Yeah. When waves break, finally give up and break on the flat, it's stretched out because the coastline usually has a bit of a ledge. Oh yeah. Okay. A restaurant being almost always packed, especially that doesn't have something notable about it, like, it's not like a sports bar or something at a certain time of year. That's always a good sign. The breaker should be smoother out you go, to the point of near almost there we go. I need to get the lighter color to just sort of cut in. That's not bad. It's too bad. I need to, has to be that sense of continuity though. It cannot stop at the edges. There we go. If they're a little harsher here, we can tell that there's a brick. If you notice, there's this flatter portion right out here that I'm working on right now. I'm going to add white caps to make it more obvious. But I always love to take a chance to this. Oh yes, the good tables have been incredible. I take things that have tried to kill me and I try to take a chance to add a little bit of a riptide or rip in the water. So I'm going to add myself another layer because the next part's a little tricky. I'm going to go way high into the white and rather small. I have to look at where I want the white to be. So I have to cut this in just right. But here we go. I spent a lot of time looking at water. And most of my happiest points in my life have been around large bodies of water. There's really nothing quite like it. But when you see a break where there aren't any white caps, and there's just this channel, you should be concerned, because a break like that means that the water has curled around and it's pulling so hard it's actually drawing the top two out. So we're just gonna keep it that. And I'm going to add another layer. And now I'm actually pretty content with the water. But I really content with the sky. The sky isn't where I want it to be. No, if I did this now, there we go. There we go. We're just gonna. I love a good storm at sea, though. I mean, from the coastline, it's just magnificent. And that's one thing we have to do when we see the let me look at this. I need to check. Oh wow. Okay. Well, that. I'm going to come between the two of these. I'm going to add another layer, make it a blend mode, multiply, go very light. And what I'm doing is I am adding a sense of and to this storm front. This is a big one. This is a bruiser. It's absolutely beastly. And I'm just kind of, heaven help me, I am doing a little bit of gradient action to get things there. Oh yes, Fox is making an interesting point about laundry. I'm going to work very hard not to postulate on. I think I'm probably thesis as is. No. Let's go soft light. And I need a very pale blue. Because what I'm is add the internal cloud to cloud lightning light. I gotta be sparing with it, but to, I don't want to say the situation, but I get lost sometimes in a really good thunderstorm. You know, I used to joke I'd be the world's worst vampire because I'd get so caught up watching the sun times that I'd forget that it's incinerating me. Too cold in the basement for that. Can't say a thing. I don't much sometimes. I've been known to walk the dog in shorts, a jacket, and snow boots. Well, you know what? Let's do this. Let's add some moonlight. I think this needs it. Oh, that's just about magical, isn't it? Do we like that? Are we digging that? You need these boots to be made for walking, huh? Let's just do this. Let's have a little bit of fun. Should we? Let's have a little bit of fun. I can. It's my show. I can allow myself a touch of a tree. I can add a little bit of. It makes for a very romantic kind of energy. Do we like that? Well, I think we're liking that. I think that one's coming out pretty well. Yeah. We're going to do a little bit of maybe something right here. No, the rain shouldn't be that hot. We have much worse problems than just the weather. I know this is hyper festive, but what I holidays, a great beach. Like It wasn't supposed to be like that, but I almost was kind of. Okay, so let's undo this. Almost like that. Let's do a bit of this. That's far. And now we'll take this and we'll make it multiple. That gives me an idea for how I want to do that. A little too straight though, hold on. That. Now we're getting somewhere. It needs some. You know, it's serious when I'm glad your scratches are no longer. But we'll do this. Okay, go away. Just getting the vibe. Now, here we go. And just this hint of gray that I can then work with. And then we'll do another soft airbrush. Build up very pale. And we just need about 300. Yeah. I hope this is... Wow, y'all are getting scrappy in the chat. There we go. I've had a lot of fun with this one. Simple techniques, lots of layers. I mean, for me, this is a level of 9 layers. That's a lot for how I operate, especially when I'm painting. But I like this one. It's definitely from the series of the looking at nearsighted, but I think it sort of works. So I think actually, for one that just went relatively quickly, there you go. I like that, and we will. And I totally forgot to time lapse this one. Reminded many times. That's okay. I was in it. I need to upload so many time lapses at this point. Save as. Night Lights of the Inland Sea. Just a good title. Only a depth pen because this is going very much going into a I'll be doing. Nevermind the Furthermore, and we're going to just select all that. Do that here. Export single layer JPEG. NTF 12, 22, 25. Sorry if I'm not heavily in the festivities, but there we go. I like that one. All right, we're going to set up for a new one. And we I'll even set up a time. Always forget. And we'll stop a bit. I will run an ad, and I appreciate being patient with me. I think it is time. Let's see. No. Good cat. You're okay. I actually had a successful conversation with Stuart to let him know it is not time for him to come into my study and wreak havoc. Because today is Wednesday. I'm going to call that a win. All righty. This one is for Christmas Eve. Oh, man, this year has flown by. Because this will be art time on Christmas Eve day. You know what? No. I know what. Oh, have a good day, Dawn. You do what you got. Let's see. While we're at this, we'll do some highly energetic particles. That'll work better if I turn the music on. We'll just get this little guy going. Just drop that in. This little fella. It's been a while since I brought him out to play. And it's going to be Christmas Eve, so. We got what we can have a heyday with this. That's okay. we'll just keep trucking. Oh, we got. Oh, I'm glad you guys are. Your cats are all cuddled up and it's cute. This. This little guy, get him all sketched in. Yeah, I'm gonna do a bunch of Christmas revelers. We'll do something, fantasy Christmas revelers. What do you like that? I kind of want to do these things though, so we'll give them a bit of. They're almost like boot toppers, but they have big old buttons on the side. And those are cute. There we go. And we'll just take this moment to add a decent belt. Gold. And a proper flap. And we'll tuck the extra. That's very much the sky. And the band so that hang on a second. We'll see. Okay. Now. Let's see, we have him. Let's see, what else do we need? What other kind of character people do we need on this festive kind of Christmas party picture? Myself some fun. Just set up something just fun and festive. Tim. Just kind of pencil him in. Yeah, we're gonna just get festive. That's what we're gonna do. We're going to get festive. I'm glad all you guys' pets are being so cute. Alrighty, we got that. He's gonna need work, but that's okay. This is also just the sketch layer. Do that. Something like that. And just keeping simple, keeping light, keeping sketchy. And if you've got big, exciting things, I'd sure like to hear about them. Tobias out there. Him up here. Little Gizmo watching. Let's see who else needs to be on this. I don't know. It looks festive, and I think we're glad to have a festive one. Well, I'm glad your cats are having fun with their lunchtime. This. And we'll get there. Just letting freely. Yeah, let's get some racing action. Aggressive racing action, but just make a little holiday party going. Sometime. Out there. I don't know. Out there. Release here. That's the release to be done. Let's just add some background. Not bad. Put that there. Put a little leg of beast, whatever. There we go. Going in the leg of beast. Yeah. All right. There we go. Okay, I'm glad you guys are having fun. Come here. This needs to be there. This needs to be up there. Right back here. And we'll try this one. Let's see. What are we at? 4? Oh. No, I don't like it. Fix that again. Got it? Go back. I know what I'm getting, so even at like, I know what I'm getting. It's, yeah, I want that weight difference. Hi. And I need to run a commercial, so we'll just take a second. We'll be back in just under 2 minutes.
In 1948, a man was found dead on the beach. But he hadn't just washed up. Oh no, he was very nicely propped up against the seawall, very well dressed. But there were no labels in his clothes. They had all been cut out. Very mysterious, the police thought. And then they found, rolled up in his pocket, a piece of paper from a novel that said Tamam Shud. When they finally traced it, it came back to the Rubaiyat of Omar Khayyam. But it got even more strange, because in the back of the book, when they found that it had been torn out of, there was a code, a secret code that has not been cracked to this very day. When they finally found a suitcase, it had a mysterious jumble of items, some which were very hard to explain. Also in the back of the book was the phone number of a very mysterious nurse. What did she have to do with the death of the Somerton man? Find Death and Love Down Under, a novel by Carl Witzman, on Lulu.com in both ebook and print format.
All right, and we're back at it, folks. Let's see. Oh, of course. Well, I hope your scratches heal up quickly, Foxy. And we'll just... Boy, is he looking derpy today. That's okay. That's a bad tangent. I want that line back, though. We'll do that. It's just going to take me a little while to do a basic ink job on these guys. No, he doesn't do that. That's what's wrong. There we go. The hat needs to continue back. There we are. This is just going to be a fun... I'm going to check one thing before I go back. So, let's see if I like how it's working. It feels a little smoother. Okay. Go here. Yep. Man, Soul actually beats out Zero. Wow. It came for the king, and it won. That's nice. I know I had to turn the music back on. Give me a second. Let's see. What do we have? We can do that. We'll do this. We're putting his hand in his pocket. Draw the signs that his coat is over there. This time, keeping my guy loose. Yeah, I like that. That was what was wrong. Nope. We need this. There we are. Do this. We'll just give him some hair. That's not bad for a little picture like this. I really can't complain. I would, but what good would it do? Throw that out. I need to pull the top of this to there, which is fun because I kind of like the scene. Let me go. And come here. Massive feather. Chunk. Chunk. Give him a couple earrings because why not? Yes. There we go. Now we're starting to get a feel for things. Alrighty, and over to here. Did I not turn the music on? No, I didn't. I hit buttons, but I didn't turn the music on. I'll switch to Narland's Mud for the people still listening. Glad you're getting that second cup of coffee in, and thanks to everybody who is coming to me on the Nicholas Tockert channel, the folk on the individual on the independent creator directory, those on my lovely, lovely person on my Twitch, and the lovely person on the Indie Cities Twitch. You are all I was just about banging the art out now. Good night. Nice, kind of. They're getting there. We're just just getting it done. Hi, I'm glad you're having fun with this, Grim. How are you? Questions or commentary do you have? I gotta figure out the closures on this little list. Appreciate that. I actually have a lot of work to do related to you and yours, Grim. In that oh, that's what I did wrong. I did it. That's okay. I guess horns can shift with this mood. Why not? Because usually they curl down, but we'll have them up. He's feeling extra spicy. Sorry about that, guys. We had some technical difficulties. I don't know how long I was gone, but now we're having a lot of issues right now. We're starting to be on vacation. Characters. Let's see. This is Al, the general, rather interesting fellow. And this little gent here is a handle of Tobias Meadowlark, not Matthias. Tobias Meadowlark. Down here, a glitch. This and we'll attach the lenses. That would be my old gnome artificer. And we'll just get him mostly wrapped up. There we go. This tiny little thing is Glitzy. Glitzy is the small fairy that resides, it's actually a pixie, the small pixie who resides inside Alwork's hat. Who is notoriously jealous. Usually. But it is the holiday and she's in a fairly good mood. So we'll do this. And we'll just add a little bit of pixie dust kind of situation. There we go. I'll just work on her a bit. Let me look at something. Because I am morbidly curious. Layer. Let me see. View. Rotate flip. Okay, she's not. Yeah, they're all holding up pretty well. I did not expect that to work that well. You gotta check sometimes. Thank you. I do like having my bit designs appreciated, because very often, due to the time constraints of the show, I'm limited if I do. Let's see, how is her hair today? And it's like there are things that would happen a lot more by myself. To jump ahead, I do not use AI for either. If I need to animate my characters before, it's been a while, but I will do it manually. And I could 3D render them. Blender is something I intend to learn. I do 3D renders of my mecha, but no, I will not use art fashion because I am completely doing that. I don't foresee that changing anytime soon. She needs more hair. Let me just do this. Do that. Nice. Thank you. I was dabbling a little bit on my hand dropping things. I was dabbling this a while ago doing AI. Doing animation. And I've done stop motion animation, I've done GIF animation, I've never added sound. I've voice acted in a small. I need to probably redo it, but it was a long time ago. Very hot. But no, if I were to use something like AI to do the work, sure, but it would also be cheating. And I'm just not that guy. Plus, for me, part of the fun is well, that's garbage. But like, I would rather have that. I would rather have a line that isn't perfect, that I honestly drew. Especially when I start getting a little tired. It's been a long stream, long day. Okay, let's get rid of this because I don't need that anymore. Let's see how that's looking. Not bad. This, because I just don't want a tangent right there. I mean, this is coming along. It's not perfect, but it's not bad. There we are. There we go. That's not bad. I mean, it's really not bad. I'm kind of pleased with this. It's not perfect, but my art never is. I don't know what I'd do if my art came out. I'd lose my mind. Let's see. Alrighty. Oh. She needed that. She needed like a little bit more. There we go. That eye's garbage. I gotta fix that up. What I am doing is a quick picture of one of the holiday celebrations that's going on in the tavern where my games take place. By a bunch of other entities, we'll say. Folks who've been around a bit. They're having a bit of a holiday party. And I think it's just more fun. Do things like that. And this is fast and rough because it's live streamed and I'm cranking out character designs and modding them on the fly. But that's kind of the fun of a live stream. I can do that. I can sit and say, okay, do I like how this character is looking, how they are coming along? And again, is this perfect? Not even close. Could I spend literally hours and hours and hours redoing this? Oh, absolutely. Just adding some stripes. And that's the fun of it. You never quite know what's going to happen in any of my games. He looks. I goofed that eye up. He looks dorky, so that's okay. That's okay. He does not quite belong right where. Okay. We're just having fun. This is a light-hearted pick. He's not on his stool. He's just literally like way beyond the bar over there. There we go. Now, if I had him in the world, which obviously I don't because I'm live streaming, I would do this as a finished piece. Because I would probably take and I'd probably take and do a full color render on this bad boy. Knowing full well how much time. Oh, see, that gives me an ass. Well, tangent again, so. What was it? The door. A door behind them. And at least it gives us some feeling of depth. Now I'm going to come over here and I'm going to darken him out because he is a bit closer to the viewer. And this is going to make him easier to read. I didn't do his ear because Swan's right. That's okay. I'm going to forgive myself somehow. Not sure how yet, but I'm going to. Tobias is just a little guy. But as a little guy, he's a fun little guy. There we go. How's that looking on your screen? Hi, Smokies! I've been merrily working along. Thank you, I really should. I need to merge it stuff. I turn around and, hi, Cat. How are you? And hey, Miss Sharon, it's been so long. You've been lady. I've just been tooling some merry mythological merriment. Mythological merriment. That is for the assortment of holidays. Just some fun art. How have you been? And thank you. This is a collection of very old characters of mine that I have used. Some have been classed as NPCs and are in a semi-retired state. Well, oh, do tell. Been busy. Lots of people have been asking how you were doing. Pop-up really does make my day a bit. Don't want to do her quite as heavily as the others, and I know I've got to fix some stuff, but just see how this is starting to look. And yes, I do need that is on my got to direct big Christmas show. How? Oh. Just do that like that. Close this up so that I can go. Just get his hair set up. Yep. This is kind of like it. It's got good to it. Hi! How are you? I'm counting down late days till winter break. Oh, I need it this year. Will be the thumbnail for the Christmas day stream, which I will probably be doing because Christmas Eve day is always such a thing. But golly, I'm so glad that people are coming in. Yesterday, and in all honesty, I really needed some company. So you guys are really helping. The details, so I feel like this is done, and I know it's a commercial, so we'll just do a bit of this just to keep things nice and framed. Another visiting inside the White Raven, which is tavern of many decks. And it's going on 40 years of game wandering their way in their tavern. Yep. Oh, I'm so glad you're here. Speaking of the hook, I don't honestly remember if I did your commercial already. Because, yeah, I did. I think I did their commercial. I'm going to run this one for now.
From author Brian K. Morris comes a tale of irreverent holiday horror, told with much inappropriate humor. Dr. Victor Frankenstein creates the spirit of giving himself. Ho, ho, ho! Santastein, or the post-holiday Prometheus. Available at Amazon.com. Get your copy today.
But I think this is fun, and this is a piece I can use in one of my upcoming publications, which I think everybody would like. So we'll, that's a horrible line. We may could do that because I'm hoping to get, I did not publish anything formally in 20. Some things fell apart, and this was actually an incredibly difficult year for me. It hits sometimes, and this is one of them. So let's go back at that music. Right. Yeah, Sanastein's amazing. Now, so what I think I'm going to do next, I don't know, am I functionally done on this one? Like, I part of me really completely rehab. Really needs to be read, but I haven't quite decided how yet. So this a lot of books I want to publish in 2026. Some of them are old that I just need to finish. Some are new. I have a lot of editing to do. We'll just see. And that's part of the joy of it, isn't it? Being able to just create wonderful pictures and tell stories. But I'm over 2 hours in, and I get just a bit today. Yesterday was very, very, very physical for me. And not sleeping did not help. But these things happen too. There we go. Little things like this are going to, give that little bit of depth. And I like that. It happens. I had some challenges with my son yesterday, and they just made it difficult. Well, I'm glad. Meanwhile, Grim is over here falling more in love with David Tennant every day. And joy usually means I need to check my email, because that means Grim else. That might be the... Yes, stop it. Let's see. Nope. Okay, cool. Okay. I was expecting to get bombarded with the enjoy. But yeah, thank you. I do appreciate it. I am basically trying get a lot of things better. And I think we're at a point in like a sort of universal cycle where a lot of things are just sort of coming, and a lot of things that need to happen just are going to. And as silly as it sounds, but this goofily drawn ham here is really actually making me hungry. I could really go for a slice of honey ham right about now. But I also think I'm tinkering because I know I'm not going to be able to color this half. We will probably and I will sign off on it. Getting a little tired. Anybody have any requests for a post-Christmas thing? Oh wait, Tobias might have different. I want to make it very apparent he is actually wearing pants. Okay. So this is a busy tavern shop. There we go. Oh wait, no, if I do this, and I can come in, I know, I'm almost do the flat black looks better than I thought it would. Nope. That's too much black. Well, wait. Maybe it's not. Do something like this. Do something like this. Hold on. I know, it looks like I lost my mind. I didn't. It just looks like I did. That's not bad. That gives a little bit more proportion, which means I can come up here and go. Oh, oh, oh. Yeah, that's starting to make him a little more, I said in depth. Yeah, that just makes the characters have that sense of depth. Yeah, I'm digging that. But I draw my favorite song. Oh! Gosh, my favorite song. Okay, hold on. Let me save as... The 7th... holiday party. Flip single layer PNG. I will be working on this. Okay. Okay. You know, I could. Let me see, recent. I could try to use that. I did this for Dawn. Yes, I was asking suggestions. My problem is it's very hard for me to favorites. Okay, we'll do that over here. And God, I almost forgot the reason you guys got me having so much fun. I forgot I'm working. My further. We'll just put that. What? There we go. I think it's the only place that has enough white on it. Big NTF 12 24 25. Okay. Now we need to do one more. My favorite song. Oh God, because it. See, it varies by moment. And how many of them would be drawable? I need to think. No. Yes. Oh, yes. No, it was a great suggestion. Me thinking. Never confuse me thinking for me being cranky, although everyone always does. Now, I already ran Sisters of the Hooks ad, because I remember doing it. I ran that one. Let's run something musical to keep you guys supercharged well, I think.
It's time to scan, that is the plan, with Carl and Dawn to catch a fawn or unicorn. We're so forlorn, we got a Koepp, so here's our rep. Munsey, we want to Munsey, because we want some points and funny badges with our modern cell phone gadgets. Munsey, we've got to Munsey. Download that app and help us Koepp, and you can play it too. Munsey is good exercise, good for your heart and for your thighs. Dawn is such a lovely lass. Come on, Dawn, get off your chair. Munsey, because we want some points and funny badges with our modern cell phone gadgets. Munsey, we got to Munsey. Download that app and help us Koepp, and you can play it too.
Okay, you guys aren't letting me off easy. Okay, so I'm going to draw one of my favorite songs. If I could fit a few more, but this isn't the format I would do it. Rather do this as a vertical, but I'm going to try to do this anyway. Okay. I just did an ocean one. I'm going to have to do a similar. One, but first I need a sky. I got it. Okay. But we need hit vortex manipulator, but used with permission. Don't at me, dude, bros. I have to think, because some of my favorite songs are not a mood I'd care to share, and some of my favorite songs aren't really doable, but this one is not going to make a... That's okay. It's not for a while. Bonus points if you can get it. Any of you will. I need this kind of energy. Let me just do some of this. Giving myself some rough guidelines to work with. Xander's getting annoyed. His voice is displeasure. I need... What's funny is right now this could be 7 songs. I did. Bonus points if you guys can guess what song I'm thinking of. You who know my musical tastes will be able to and this is one I will be revisiting. Oh, office party, that'll be fun. Hey, you go for it. All right, I'm going to have to do more with the background as a sort of placeholder. This is a great chance. Just getting some old-fashioned perspective in. Alrighty. You have fun, Angelina. Good. I'll do that on second later. So. Man, did you guys give me a good one. Just like, okay, I've got the main one. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to play with it. You guys are getting to see an art style I really don't usually break out. I mean, because this is a lot of fun. The trick being and I tend to get quiet when I'm working on okay, what else are we putting in here? So, I put some of my favorites that aren't the one I'm using as the core one, because I'm terrible at favorite. Even if I don't finish this in time, and I've finished one as a thumbnail. I'm still okay. This could become something. This is one of those pictures that just could be highlighted. We have, here we go. So my alt, we have the Hotel California, have over here the House of the Rising Sun. This is the pawn strap where they bought a 6-string. Are literally Main Street. Yep, hotel. House of the Rising Sun. You're on Main Street. Down on Main Street. This is a guitar. One guitar lived. Actually, you know what? We're gonna fix this. I can add another real easy. Because if this is going to be a bit of a hunt and find, all I have to do is this. Okay. Oh yeah. So I've got favorite songs. And like I said, I want to paint this up, but the way I feel this one coming, like I may not be able to get it within my time window at all. I'm like in full fine art mode now. But this is the way down to the bar. Actually, no, I know what that would be. That would be John's. So we have thus far in just sketch reference. This, and yeah, I'm going to have to redo the background. I don't care. It gave me what I needed. So that's John's. Because, okay, so we have because you can check out, but you can never leave. We have the House of the Rising Sun, which needs like a rocking chair up front. And describe. We have in the wow, yeah, okay, we got a couple now because we have, you know, legend living on of the big lake they call Getchu. So we have the Edmund Fitzgerald. Hotel California. John's Piano Bar. So we have the Piano Man. On shop for the one guitar. Now the sign can't show it right now, but that's the intersection of Main and Copperhead. That's right, because that way we get down on Main's Copperhead Road. Anybody guess the main one though? Does anybody guess? I'm curious. Has anybody guessed what's holding this all together? I'm gonna try something. Just artistic license here. Oh. Because we have I'm pleased. I am pleased with how well this is. Now that I almost got that in there. Let's see. I really like that I can incorporate. I know I'm going to have to do something like this. There we go. Again, this is all just the sketch layer, so everything can be. Nothing is permanent. Of course, now I want to listen to Little Town of Bethlehem, the Rising Sun. A few other very specific songs. Maybe it's time. Maybe I just need to let myself Christmas out a bit. That might help. Now, see, that can't be there. Actually, whoa! I'm sketching on both layers. Maybe do some of this. Just give myself a little sky here, because we know it's late. We may have to add some lights. I don't know. Do I want to add lights? I don't want to add lights. Oop. She's fine by the dim. The dim won't hurt her at all. That could be the moon setting, actually. Yeah, that could be the moon setting. Finger tip. Oh, but that's okay. Just do that. And we will mark the flare below. No, that's not what I want to do. So we'll just, because I can airbrush on a sketch layer. Not many folks here to stop me. A bit of this. There we go. We'll have that be the moonrise. And multiply. Now think about this, because this picture is doing something strange, and I haven't quite figured out what. But tinkering with it. Kind of like okay, so no one has guessed it, and we're at a commercial break. So I'll give you one more commercial break to guess it. Hazy Days of Summer is not a bad guess, but that's not it. You can get one commercial break, and at the end, I will reveal the name of that song, so to speak.
From the moment Security Chief Michael Fassino heard her lilting voice, he was smitten with the Irish lady in distress. But what's invaded his home station at Caladar? And what's that Irish voice doing in his head?
You can find all of Donna Carlene's books on Lulu.com. Find out more about her on the NDCD page at ndcd.org.
Last check. The answer is Brandy by, I want to say it's Brass Spike. There's a girl in a harbor town, and she works laying whiskey down. She loves a man who's not around, and Brandy is her name. And the sailors, they say, Brandy, you're a fine girl, such a good wife you would be. But my life, my love, and my lady is the sea. Stars as he told the stories, she could feel for a while. The Agent Glorious was an honest man. To understand And when the bars close down, and he walks in a silent town, loves a man who's not a Not at all a holiday song, but it's a version of a picture I've wanted to do for a very long time. So we've got this real nice we have Copperhead Road down here, Main Street. I'll lighten up under her. Yeah, this is one of those. Wish I were painting, and I would work slightly further the image on one. And sometimes, and I hope you guys will forgive me, but sometimes it's nice to just, sketch something that I know won't be done right away, something that might need a little time. Oh, I'm on the wrong layer again. That's okay. I don't mind. All of this is sketch layer that's just having become a picture. Plus, every once in a while, not often, but every once in a while, I like to remind folks that there's a little bit more to my art than just a Bob Ross style landscape or anime elf girls or something. I like something that actually makes me feel. I don't know if that makes sense. A lot of the songs I like tend to be bittersweet. Unless I'm in like one of my bossa nova trips, tend to be. There's a darkness about them. I don't pretend it's not there. It's just it takes a lot to be able to reach there sometimes. And once I realized the style I'm actually doing this image in, rather freeing. Very, very California has to have some, Mexican colonial vibes about it. There's no choice in the matter. But this has been interesting, guys. If anything, it gave you an input into, insight into how my mind works. There weren't a lot of questions. Thank you. Thank you, Angelina, for the question. And yeah, not Angelina, it was Tash. This really was great. I am very appreciative. Yeah, now check because my email wasn't. Let me see. Okay, that's adorable. Both adorable. But felt David Tennant, felt Crowley is watching me, and I absolutely love that. I absolutely love that. So, if you guys have enjoyed this, please be sure to like, share, and subscribe. I'm going to just, if I don't stop soon, I'm going to keep tinkering, which isn't a bad thing. It's just, I don't know. I think it's getting time to wind down. So what I'm going to do, I think, is run an ad, wrap it up. If we end a little less than 3 hours, that's fine. Well, actually, finish this part. Hold on. So we will go save as. Randy's walk through night music. Bam. That's a good one. Ping. Okay. And now we're going to come instead right here. We're going to more. I typoed that. I felt it go wrong. There we go. Stop that. Give me that. No. Right there. File. Save as. Okay, we'll do it this way. I can do this. Oh wait, no. I have to export this. Because if I won't have my settings. Import, export, JPEG, NTF 122625. Save. Okay. Alrighty, folks. The last one, and that part got wrapped up. I do occasionally do prints of my images, but before we get into anything like that, oh look, we've accidentally become festive. Let's hear a word from some more of our small.
Hello, I'm Dan Hallfield. I'm the senior editor and publisher of Abelian Webzine, the world's oldest free creative writing e-zine since 1997. Since then, we have helped over 500 amateur writers learn what they needed to turn pro. www.aphelion-webzine.com and read not only what we've got going on right now, but 28 years worth of our archives of stories. Thank you very much.
And let's see.
Hi, bunnies. This is Robin Yoda. Just wanting to let you know I have a Twitch channel. It's twitch.tv/Robin Yoda. You can catch me there Tuesdays at 7 p.m. Pacific playing Stardew Valley, Saturdays at 2 p.m. playing The Sims 4, and Sundays at 10 a.m. Pacific, playing a random game from my Game Pass library. You can also find me Mondays on my YouTube channel, Robin Yoda the Lilac Bunny. I hope to see you all there. Thanks for watching.
Welcome, welcome, bunnies. It's Robin Yoda. My Twitch stream has changed. I'm playing Saturdays and Sundays at 2 p.m. If there's any schedule change, I'll let you know by posting on X, Blue Sky, and sometimes Facebook. You can follow all my socials, Robin Yoda the Lilac Bunny, and sign up for my YouTube channel. It's also Robin Yoda the Lilac Bunny, where I repost all of my streams. So come join me over on Twitch at twitch.tv/Robin Yoda for some awesome streams. And once again, thanks for watching.
And of course, it isn't one of my streams if we don't hear from Kat.
Hi, this is Kat. During the school year, I'm Mrs. Rothermel. But otherwise, I'm Rock and Roll Art Goddess, writing about my past and filming the present. I need you to join my Rock and Roll Art army and to check out my merch on Zazzle.com. What started out as journal therapy is now 4 books, I see, and an Instagram account to blow off steam, becoming a book, with another to do the same. A short film for a friend. No, this is not the end. Peace, love, and let me art.
About letting you guys art and getting you to share what you love with each other. The next time you see me, Friday, theoretically, for the Nevermind the Furthermore and then the Historical Fencing Guild's live stream. Beyond that, sorry guys. I'm hoping to have some stuff for Nick Knows Nerf. I've made some acquisitions. And there are good things coming. I know the world looks rough, and in the short term, guys, I'm not gonna lie, it probably will be a little uneasy. The holiday, politics and current events are harder on a lot of others. But as we go to get through it, I hope you all can have a wonderful time. I hope you can find joy and love, company and companionship in if not this community, a community. And I hope to see you all again very soon. Keep writing, keep drawing, keep creating, because as long as you do, you can edit it, you can improve it, but you can't edit a blank page. I love you, and you should too. Toodles.